an advantage in terms of condition because they're like adolescents or people in their 20s. You know, they're sort of naturally fit. They can't eat enough bad stuff to, you know. So they have that advantage. For kittens, the same things about type exist. They still need to have good proportions, good heads, good eyes, that sort of thing. They will sometimes be a little bit out of proportion because of the nature of their growth. This is particularly true in the first 3 months. And then after that, they start to take shape. Now, I like this guy a lot, and part of it is his condition. So this is the point at which if we had, you know, fewer people or more rats, we'd hand the rat around, you know, everybody in the field. He is, although fairly young, actually quite good. Great nose point, see that? Nice. Tail point's good, ears are okay, and we even have some color on the feet. So the other thing is, his coat condition is really good. Nice, smooth, shiny, kind of luminescent coat. And so this guy, I think, has a real future on the show bench. And so these are things that judges also look out for and may comment on the critique. So, having just said critique, critiques differ fancy by fancy, you know, across Europe. In the NFRS, our critiques are all free-form, which means that, you know, I said I was kind of analytical. Some judges aren't. They just talk about the high points or you know, liabilities of a particular rat. So others use a numerical system, you know, so many points from this one, topping up to 100. And then your form has space for both. So there are categories that get rated, and then there's a free-form space. So in the realm of critiques, what you want to be on the lookout for is what information is the judge giving you that will be useful for you in breeding the next generation. You know, at the beginning of my show career, you know, I was like, well, you said that, of course, I knew that, well, I knew that, well, I knew that. Well, good, so good thing I knew that. However, the point of the critique was, where in the judging community does this rat fall? And by the way, one of the great things about the rat fancy, in my opinion, is that we're all still small enough that each of us as a judge gets to judge all the varieties. Like in the rabbit fancy, you can spend 5 years judging one variety of rabbit. And the guys, and they are almost all guys, who judge the best in show competitions have been doing this for 20 years or 25 years to develop the range of experiences required to do that. All right, so in our case, when we qualify judges, they're qualified for all varieties. And so then back to the critiques and what it says. The great thing about that is we're all different. Each one of us judges a slightly different way. So what that means is, as you put your rats in, show after show, you will reach a point where you'll begin to see a consensus about this rat. And occasionally, you'll get a rat that a judge loves, and it finishes in the top 3. And at the next show, it wins best in show. Aha! Now, this is the point at which you want to pay attention and start looking at where you can show this rat again. Because if the consensus emerges around this rat for what it is, then those are the rats that become great champions.